Welcome back, Year 6, to Lesson 18 of 20 of our Destination Reader Sessions, all about cloud busting by Mallory Blackman. This is our third to last lesson, and it's our very last day making inferences. So let's make it our very best inference-making day, Year 6. Before we begin, let's remember that any key words for your learning will be in red throughout the lesson. Any questions that I have for you that I'd like you to answer will be in blue, and any time I'd like you to pause the video and write down your answers, that will be in green. Please check that you have a copy of the story, a strategy prompt sheet, a pencil, and a piece of paper or your home learning book. If you don't have these things, pause the video now and come back when you're ready. Great, let's go. As I said, Year 6, today is our very last day making inferences. So for the very last time, let's make sure this question is in your long-term memory. How do good readers make inferences while reading? Pause the video now and write down your answer. Awesome job! I'm sure that every single one of you wrote down. Good readers use background knowledge and clues from the text to make inferences. Before we begin, let's review some vocabulary words which we will find in our reading today. Our first word is an adjective. Actually, Year 6, all three vocabulary words today are adjectives. So let's take a moment. Please say out loud, tell me, what is an adjective? Great job. An adjective is a describing word. It describes a noun. Our first word today is occasional. Occasional. Well done. When we say that something is occasional, we say that it is occurring, appearing, or done infrequently. So if something is occasional, it doesn't happen all the time. It happens some of the time. Our second word today is guilty. Guilty. Great job. To be guilty means feeling responsible for a specific wrongdoing. So, if I'm unkind to my friend, I may feel guilty afterwards. I feel badly about what I did. And our third word today is noble. Noble. Great job. We describe someone as noble if they have really good personal qualities or if they have high morals. I wonder if you can think of someone you would describe as noble. Great work. All right. Today's questions will be 2 and 3 mark questions. Let's quickly review how we answer these questions. My turn. 2 mark questions need a PE answer. Your turn. Well done. My turn. 3 mark questions need a PEE answer. Your turn. Great job. As I said yesterday, I'm sure that you are all becoming experts at 2 and 3 mark questions. Today we're reading chapter 24. I want you to take a few moments, look at this image, and make a quick prediction in your head about what you think this chapter will be about. Great job. Just from this picture, I'm seeing the character of Davy playing with a bunch of people, and I see Sam off in the distance, and he doesn't look very happy. So, I wonder if the chapter will be about Davy making new friends. Let's get reading and see. Please turn to page 147. I'll give you a few moments to get there and to have your finger at the top of the page, ready to follow along. Awesome. I think we're ready. Let's begin reading. Chapter 24. After. Davy and I still spoke, still walked to school, still played together sometimes. But it was never the same. He was one of them now, the same as Alex, Pete, Barry. He talked about football and sport. He played computer games and read the occasional book. But any music he didn't like was a waste of energy. And any book he didn't read was a waste of time. And any person he didn't like was a waste of space. Let's stop there. Let's turn the page back and find the line. He talked about football and sport. I wonder, Year 6, why do you think the author included this line? He talked about football and sport. What was the author trying to make the reader think or remember? Pause the video here and write down your 2-mark answer to this question. Great job. Here is my answer. I said, I think the author included this line to show the reader how Davy has changed and was like them now. At the beginning of the book, Sam talked about how football and sport were all the other boys talked about, but Davy was different. This line shows the reader that Davy is no longer different to the rest of the boys in the class. Did you have a similar answer? Great, awesome job. Let's keep reading. He started hanging out with Alex and the others, like a loose-fitting shirt. Not one of them. Let's stop here. I love that line, like a loose-fitting shirt. I wonder, what does Sam mean when he says Davy started hanging out with the others like a loose-fitting shirt? This is a 2-mark question, Year 6, so I need you to tell me what Sam meant and give me a short explanation. Pause the video now and write down your 2-mark answer. Great job. Here is my answer. I think Sam means that Davy does not quite fit in with them, like a loose-fitting shirt. So that's my first mark, Year 6. I've told you what Sam means, that Davy doesn't quite fit in. Now I'm going to explain how his use of a loose-fitting shirt, this simile, like a loose-fitting shirt, helps me understand that Davy does not fit in. A loose-fitting shirt does not fit, but it's close enough, and you can wear it. Though it doesn't fit perfectly, it works. This is how Sam feels about Davy hanging out with Alex and the others. Though he doesn't fit perfectly, he's close enough to fit in. Let's keep reading. Not one of them, but not so apart anymore. Not like me. And Alex allowed this. Like a kindly king, so everyone said. Like a guilty king, ashamed and wary, I thought. My thoughts my own. Alex was showing the world he could be generous. He could be noble. He could be better than me. Let's pause there. My next question to you is a 3-mark question. I wonder, Alex is allowing Davy to hang out with him now. How does Sam's opinion of why Alex is doing this differ from everyone else's opinion? Year 6, this is a comparison question. I'm asking you to talk about two different opinions. For each opinion, you need to give me evidence and a short explanation to get your 3 marks. So what is Sam's opinion? What is everyone else's opinion? And how do you know? Pause the video here and write down your answer. Great job. Let's look at my answer. Remember, Year 6, in a comparison question, you must talk about both sides. I must talk about Sam's opinion and everyone else's opinion in order to show how those opinions are different. Let's read my answer. Sam's opinion and everyone else's opinion about why Alex lets Davy hang out with them differ because everyone else thinks Alex is being nice. I know this because the text says, like a kindly king, so everyone said. This suggests that everyone thought Alex was showing kindness to Davy. So I've talked about what everyone else's opinion is, Year 6. Now I'm going to talk about Sam's opinion. Sam, however, thinks Alex is only letting Davy hang out with him because he's guilty. I know this because the text says, like a guilty king, I thought. This suggests Sam believes the only reason Alex is letting Davy hang out with him is because he feels guilty about giving him the peanut. What do you think, Year 6? Did you talk about both opinions? Did you give me evidence for both opinions? And did you give me a short explanation for both opinions? Great job! You get all 3 marks. Let's keep reading to the end of the chapter. Davy started hanging out with Alex and the others, the ones who used to hang around with me a lifetime ago. And everyone forgot about Alex and the sandwich, but no one forgot about Davy and me. And that's the end of the chapter. My last question to you today, Year 6. What did no one forget about Sam and Davy? Name 2 things you think people remembered about Sam and Davy. Pause the video here to write down your answer. Great job. Here's my answer. My 2 things are that no one forgot that Sam and Davy had been secret friends, and that Sam had been the one to tell Alex about Davy's peanut allergy. You could have other things as well. Maybe you mentioned they never forgot about how Sam bullied Davy. Maybe they never forgot how Sam didn't stop Alex from giving Davy the peanut. All of these would also be correct. Great job. Today's question to answer at the end of the video is, why do you think the children in the class forgot about what Alex did and the sandwich, but they never forgot about the way Sam treated Davy? Explain your answer using a few sentences or a short paragraph. Great job today, Year 6, and I will see you next time for Lesson 19.